Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Impossible Feats. We're here today at the northernest tip of Maine to witness the Swedish swimmer Sven, who will attempt to be the first human being ever to cross the Atlantic Ocean. Sven is in his pre-swim warm-ups. He's with us now. Sven, why are you doing this?
Well, mostly because I'm unemployed right now, so I figured I would swim across the Atlantic Ocean.
Sven, how did you train for this impossible feat?
Well, almost every other day for 1 month, I went to the YMCA. And in the pool there, I'd swim 10 laps. Then I'd take a jacuzzi, and then I'd walk home. That's almost 1 mile.
Sven, how are you going to navigate yourself across this great expanse of water?
What's there to navigate? You just go straight. I mean, I'm not going to south or west or something. I'm just going straight. No problem.
I understand you're heading for France.
That's right, and I figure if I go really straight, I'm going to wind up on this beautiful topless beach in France. Now, if I might go off a little bit, by mistake, but there's another beach right there that's just as nice, only it's not a topless.
What are you going to eat, swim, and drink, Sven, as you go across this ocean?
Well, to drink, that's no problem. The ocean is made out of water. It's a salt water, but I like it.
I heard salt water's not good for you, Sven.
I don't believe that. My coach always said to me, Sven, when you're out there swimming in the ocean and you drink of the water, just don't think about the taste and you won't taste it.
Sven, what happened to your coach?
Oh, he drowned.
What are you going to eat, Sven?
Well, across the water, there's all of these fish. One day my coach pulled out a copy of a National Geographic, so I was reading the National Geographic, and they showed pictures of all these fish on top of the water. And he said, Sven, those are the fish you're going to eat.
And are you in shape for this kind of trek across the ocean, Sven?
Well, I'm not in a great shape right now, but I'm going to be swimming every day and eating fish. So by the time I get to that topless beach over there, the women are going to say, oh, wow, look at him. And I'm going to be surrounded by all of these beautiful topless women.
Thank you, Sven. Looks like it's about time to go.
Yep, it's getting late. I got to go and swim across the Atlantic Ocean now.
There he goes, ladies and gentlemen.
Could you hold my keys?
No problem, Sven. There he goes, the Swedish swimmer Sven, the first human being to attempt to swim across the Atlantic Ocean. What's the matter, Sven?
That is so cold. I didn't know it was going to be so cold.
We're in Maine, Sven.
Well, I don't care wherever you are. That is so cold. I'm not swimming across. You got to be crazy to swim across that ocean. Man, the YMCA pool is so much warmer.
Here's your keys.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Sven, he was just the first human being ever to attempt to swim across the Atlantic Ocean. Bye, Sven! That's it from Northern Maine on Impossible Feats. I'm Norman von Fupet, your host, and may all your feats be impossible.
But of course, if you don't, I understand you're here, you're comfortable and everything on the beach, so I don't want to disturb you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
It's on in Cambridge, it'll be on in Boston next month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Local cable.
All right.
All right?
Where do you live?
Cambridge.
Oh,
Under the nut.
Wednesday,
Under the
coming
nut.
Wednesday night at 9
Wednesday
o'clock.
night,
All
yeah.
right.
No,
yeah.
at 8.
Good afternoon. I'm here in Jupiter, Florida at Keene Smith's farm, where he claims that the comet fragments from Shoemaker-Levy that actually hit the planet Jupiter did not hit the planet Jupiter, but in fact hit his farm here in Jupiter, Florida. He has 3 movie offers and 2 book offers, and we're here today with, hello?
We're losing the audio.
The video, I think.
We're losing the video.
And the audio. We're losing the video. All right, no problem. Little technical difficulty. Does feel a little weird around here. We're going to go down right now, and we're going to talk to Mr. Keene. Mr. Keene, how are you today, sir? I'm a little shooken up, you know, still. I can't hear real well. It was loud. They were big. They're big meteor and the comet fragments. You can ask my boy right here. He was with me.
That's right, Paul. They was big, real big, Paul.
That's my boy there. My boy, he saw it with me, you know. You mean to tell us that all the pictures we've seen of the planet Jupiter being struck by those comet fragments were a hoax? I don't know about that, but they were fake for sure. We were there. Well, weren't they a fake, boy?
Yep, they was fake, Paul. They was fake.
That's my boy there. The first one came down. It was big as the earth. It came down. It was out there with my boy. We were picking corn. Ain't that right, boy?
Yeah, we're picking corn, Paul. Corn.
That's my boy there. And, you know, it was big, and boom, it hit in the field out there. The first one was big as the earth. It was big. That's amazing, Mr. Smith. Where's the crater that it must have left? It must have created a huge crater. Damn thing was huge. The crater was huge. Wasn't it huge, boy?
Oh, it was huge, Paul. Real huge.
That's my boy there, yeah. Well, Mr. Smith, where's the crater? What happened to it? I don't see any craters around here. Of course not, son. Me and my boy covered them up the first thing next morning. It was deep, like I told you. I didn't want anyone falling in and suing me. Covered it up the next day. Ain't that right, boy?
Yeah, we covered it up, Paul. Yeah, we shoveled and covered it up.
That's my boy there. He's going to be in the movie, you know. And how many comet fragments would you say actually hit your farm here in Jupiter? Well, you know, I was shooken up, like I said. I thought I counted 21, maybe 22. My boy here, he don't count real well, so I don't know how many he counted, but I counted 21. Boy, how many did you count?
I don't count real well, Paul. I don't count real well.
That's my boy there. He don't count real well. He's a good boy, though. Oh, yeah, there was one spaceship, too. A spaceship? Must have gotten stuck in the middle of all them comets when they came down and hit my farm. Ain't that right, boy?
Yeah, Paul. Must have got stuck in the middle there when they came down.
That's my boy there. Them aliens landed right over there in that spot of dead grass. You mean that spot with the beer cans? Yeah, right. They were good old boy aliens. Ain't that right, boy?
Yeah, Paul. Good old boy aliens, Paul. Good old boys.
That's my boy there. That's an amazing story, Mr. Smith. Oh, we're getting the video back. Hold on a second. That's it for now from Keene Smith's farm in Jupiter, Florida, where he claims that the comet fragments from Shoemaker-Levy actually hit his farm here in Jupiter and not the planet Jupiter that we've seen photos of. That's it for now. I'm Larry Miser for Under the Nut News. It's that radiation, I tell you, that them good old boy aliens was glowing. Ain't that right, boy?
Yeah, Paul. Glowing, Paul. Glowing.
A four-letter word for sexual intercourse. Geez, I used to know that word. What the fuck is it? Hey, Sonny.
I have this incredible rage. Ah! 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 I have this unbelievable rage. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Do you have excess rage? Then come to the Rage Warehouse. The Rage Warehouse is completely ire-proof. For prices ranging from $100 to $400 per month, you can store all your rage here and avoid costly prison time.
I feel so much better since I dropped off my rage at the Rage Warehouse.
Exito Oil Company proudly presents Intercourse in Nature. Because Exito has been screwing nature since 1923. The mating habits of the North American male.
The North American male is a very peculiar species. He has been known to build entire cities, such as this one, for the sole purpose of attracting the female. This North American male is an engineer who helped build some of the buildings we have just seen. Despite this, he still has trouble attracting the female. Here we see him in his natural setting, looking for a mate. The North American male instinctively looks to mate as soon and as often as possible. The sensitive nose of the North American male can detect minute quantities of chemicals released by the female. The North American male's remarkable eyes are used to search for potential mates. The eyes can see from side to side or up and down. The wink of the North American male is perceived by the female as a sign of courtship. This male does not think that the female notices his wink, and he winks again. In this case, the female did notice the wink, but rejects his advances. At this point, the persistent male will reveal his beautiful green plumage. This time, the courtship is successful. After the initial courtship, the male continues his advances with mating sounds.
Lovely dress you're wearing.
What? This old thing?
It looks beautiful on you.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
He begins his mating ritual, which usually stems from frustration. Males judge each other on the size of their horns, and only males with similar-sized weapons resort to combat to decide who will mate. Males produce large numbers of sperm, which gives them the potential to inseminate many partners, and so they often find themselves competing with each other for access to the female. After the initial courtship, the male and female leave and head for his nest. The North American male will sometimes use deception in order to copulate with the female.
I see I'm not the only female you've been with.
You're the only one who means anything.
Ooh.
The North American male has the ability to influence his environment to his advantage. Soothing sounds and soft lighting help to stimulate the female.
Faces falling in love is wonderful. So wonderful. So they say.
The male and the female will often produce sounds during the act of copulation to indicate to other members of the same species that they are occupied. Oops, excuse me. Some males will mate for only 5 seconds. I won't mention any names, while others, such as myself, can mate continuously for up to 5 hours.
Ay. Oh my. Oh my.
The North American male often mates with the female only once.
See you, babe.
Thank you for joining us on Intercourse in Nature, where we have had a rare glimpse of the mating habits of the North American male. Join us next time for a look at the mating habits of the European male.
Très belle, mon chéri. That means that today you are very beautiful, my dear. It is a beautiful day for a beautiful woman, such as yourself. I am so fortunate to be here right now.
Francois!
These things happen, my dear. It's not a big deal.
Sheldon, Sydney, what you making? How come you ain't been baking? Hey there, ya, in the Gaza, hoy, vey, is me, pastrami, and kanishis, everything you want. Sheldon and Sydney will make it for you now. Oi, 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 a Jewish deli in the Gaza Strip. Oh, Sheldon, Sydney, hoy, vey, oi, vey.
How much money did we make today, Sheldon?
Sydney, I'm not done counting yet. 32, 33, $8.34.
$8.34. Last year we made $2,000 at lunchtime. What's going on here?
Have you looked outside lately, Sydney?
So why should I look outside?
Just come take a look.
Oy vey, there's nothing but Arabs out there.
Sydney, don't you read the papers?
So who's got time to read the papers? The only time I even see a paper is when I'm wrapping the whitefish.
Sydney, it's a new Gaza. We gotta live together with the Arabs.
But that's fine with me. But do they eat pastrami?
I don't think so, Sydney.
How about bagels and cream cheese?
I don't think so, Sydney.
A knish maybe?
No.
Then what are we going to do?
We're gonna go into a new business.
Get out of the deli business. For 37 years, we have been a Jewish deli. Now we got no Jews to serve.
Sydney, we got plenty of juice. We got orange juice, tomato juice.
But you're a funny guy.
Never hurts to laugh, Sydney. Never hurts to laugh.
But while you're laughing, we're going out of business.
We're not going out of business. Sit down.
You said something about a new business.
We're going into a new business.
I'm not getting out of the deli business. What am I going to do? Sell shoes?
Almost, Sydney. You ever heard a story about the two salesmen who go to Africa?
Are you trying to make a point here, Sheldon?
No, I'm talking to you for my health.
You're not doing a good job.
I don't think so. Listen, the first salesman goes to Africa. Calls his boss. Says, boss, nobody here wears shoes. I can't sell any shoes here. Second salesman goes to Africa. Calls his boss. Says, boss, everybody here needs shoes. They're gonna be rich.
So the first salesman goes back to Israel, opens a nice shoe store in Tel Aviv. The second shoe salesman stays in Africa, where they make him into a big stew.
Why am I talking to you, sir?
I don't know.
Me neither. They're gonna make food that the Arabs eat.
And what do Arabs eat?
Falafel, hummus.
And where are we going to get this hummus and falafel?
We fake it.
This is where I call the doctor.
Don't call the doctor, Sydney. I'm giving this some thought. You're gonna take potato pancakes, put in that ginger ale, mix it with the fork. This is the hummus.
And what do we do for the falafel?
I don't know.
But maybe take some kasha, roll it up into little balls, add some chicken broth and deep fry it.
Sydney, you're a genius.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Arabic food is terrible. It's hideable. It's your first nightmare. Sydney. take the order.
This is not going to work.
Sidney, so what do they want?
They want falafel and hummus. What do you think they want? They're Arabs.
Good, I got it all ready.
Good.
It's over there on the corner.
Okay.
Come here. Am I still in your veil, Sidney?
Yes, you and my wife. Why?
Nothing. They're gonna love it. Go ahead.
I hope this works.
Give it to them.
I'll give it to them.
Sidney, did they like it?
They love it. They want 10 orders to go.
Of course they love it. They've been eating that crappy Arabic food their whole lives. Now they got Sheldon and Sidney's Arabic delights. They love it.
My goodness.
This is Sheldon from Sidney and Sheldon's Arabic Delights. I need 6 truckloads of kasha, 2,000 gallons of chicken broth, 6,000 pounds of potatoes, 100 gallons of ginger ale. And give me 2 bagels of cream cheese. That's for me and Sidney.
Welcome back to World Cup USA '94. We have a report that Slovakian keeper Picanozio, who was injured at the end of the first half, will not be able to play in the second half. And here comes Slovakia's third-string goalie, Andronio, who is completely blind. Andronio is still looking for the goal. We are about to begin the second half with Slovakia leading 3-1 over the Vatican. But first an interview with Slovakian keeper Andronio, which we taped earlier today. Andronio, welcome to America.
Yeah, it's very good to be here in America. I like it here.
Andronio, a lot of your fans would like to know, how did you lose your eyesight?
Yeah, I was, you know, the eclipse. We had the solar eclipse. And I know they say not to see another one for 40 years. And I wanted to see the eclipse. So I look at it, you know, even though my girlfriend, she's telling me, don't look at it, you're going to hurt your eyes. And I thought, what does she know? She's a girl, you know. But I look at it and everything's fine. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But next morning I wake up, couldn't see nothing. There's nothing, you know. The doctor says it's only temporary, maybe 6 months. I said, no, the World Cup is coming up. I'm going to America. So he says, go. So I come, and I'm only third-string keeper. Probably not going to get to play, but I hope so. If someone gets hurt, they call my number, I come and play, because I can smell the ball. I can feel the ball. I play soccer my whole life. This is only a little handicap for me. I will play for my team. Yes.
We all wish you the best, Andronio.
Thank you very much. I try. Thank you. Alrighty, that's great, Andronio. We're about to start the second half. Slovakia leading the Vatican also 3-1.
I'll tell you, this has been one of the most exciting games here I've seen the Vatican play in quite some time. There's Andronio. He's looking for the goal. He's looking for the goal. I think he's getting closer to the goal. He's getting instructions from his coach. No, to the left, Andronio.
Found the goal!
All right, yes.
All right, here we go. The second half has begun. Here come the Vatican All-Stars.
There's Bishop Federico. He's passing off to Archbishop Jenkins. They're coming down the field. Archbishop Jenkins is passing off to Father Sullivan. Father Sullivan is coming in, and Father Sullivan...
Oh, Sullivan! Andronio looks really discouraged. That gives the Vatican 2, Slovakia 3, and we're moving right along here now.
They're still in the lead, remember. They're still in the lead.
Here come the Vatican All-Stars again. It's Father Sullivan down the other way. And he's moving it over to Archbishop Sullivan, and it's in the middle, and Sullivan's got it. It's going to go.
Scores from Archbishop Sullivan! Oh my God! The crowd is going wild. The fathers and the bishops are all over the field.
3-3, Vatican ties Slovakia. Oh, and Johnny was really discouraged. All righty, we're 10 minutes into the half now, and here comes the Vatican All-Stars. They're really leading 13-3. It's in. It's Sullivan again.
Scores! Father Sullivan, unbelievable player.
At the Pope is down on his knees praying for this one, Johnny. 14-3. Vatican leaves Slovakia.
Basilica right now.
Oh, Andronio behind the goal. Score! Vatican!
Unbelievable game. And here comes Monsignor O'Brien. Monsignor O'Brien scores! The Vatican.
There he is again. Andronio scores! Vatican! And that's the final here from Under the Nut Soccer. Vatican 27, Slovakia 3, and a dejected keeper, Andronio, walks off the wrong way. See, Andronio.